Hello, welcome back, and thanks again for joining us. Today I wanted to do a fun little sunset picture that really showcases some pinks and oranges and purples. If you're new here, I am not an artist. I am just taking up the hobby for the first time, and I haven't had any training or practice or really watched any videos on how to do this. So just kind of winging this and going for it and trying to have some fun with it, developing a new hobby. So with that, let's get started. My thought is doing kind of like a beach, wooded area, like maybe put a little tree, and then have a real pretty sunset up top here. So just gonna get started. Actually, I'm gonna use a little bit thicker knife here to try to put some base layers down. Go ahead and use this kind of darker brown here to do a little bit of base layer for some ground here. I want to make this pretty minimal. I want the real focus and the sunset to take up the majority of the picture here. So this kind of ground area will be pretty small and out of the way. I'm painting this on these wooden platforms that I got, and I'm using an acrylic paint that I purchased off Amazon, and I'm using a palette knife to actually paint. So have a decent enough base layer here for the land. Let's go ahead and do I guess I'll do a little whitish layer up here for the kind of a sky base layer. That white looks a little bit dirty, so I'm going to use this white color down here that's a little bit fresher. Again, just trying to do a little base layer to actually get the sunset on top of this white layer. As I've started doing these paintings, one thing I learned is I've been using more white by far than anything else. So I purchased this this big thing of white so that I don't run out quickly as the standard pack that I got for all the other colors. I've definitely used the white a lot for mixing, just for everything really. It's crazy how far other colors go versus white. White does not last very long, especially when you're mixing. The other colors really take over, which makes sense when you think about it, but I hadn't thought about it till I started painting. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm not sure if this is actually the proper way to do this, but I like having a thicker layer on that I can build up from as I progress in the painting here. So we have that there. Next, I just want to add a small kind of water area here on the right hand side. Just kind of using the edge of my palette knife here to make sure that we're staying straight. Kind of blend that in together. again, the real focus of this painting is going to be the sunset, so want to make this as vanilla as we can without drawing attention away from this sunset. That's not great, but we'll fix it. All right, this is starting to take shape. I do kind of want to mix some darker colors in there, just since it will be sunset time. It'll be nighttime. We don't want it to be perfectly blue there. Let's move on from that water. It's taken too long and won't be a big factor this painting in the end. Okay, next let's start this sunset. So I think I kind of want to have the sun down here, and we'll kind of work around the sun with some fun color. So let's just get a little bit of purples here. Also want to make this as colorful as we can, just to really showcase the fun colors that we have here in front of us and that a sunset has. So we'll add some orange, definitely add some oranges in here, some yellows, some pinks, some of this lighter purple here. Mix in a little bit of, don't want to get too close with the blue to the water. I want to show a clear delineation of the water versus the sunset there, so we'll kind of keep that as is there. Just keep mixing in some purples and just make sure we have plenty of color in here to really capture this sunset. Mix in some of this lighter color up here, maybe some blue up there for the sky. Start to mix in some lighter purples in here too. All right, now let's start mixing in some fun colors here, some of these pinks. Kind of looks like a blur, but I think it's pretty. Start blending some of these colors in a little bit better too. Kind of like that. Don't want to bring the ocean up. I want to bring the sky down. Something I've found pretty difficult and I want to work on is not necessarily blending as much, but keeping the colors in their same form rather than just kind of blending together. It's it seems to be a fine balance of doing so. I think what's difficult too is because sunsets have so many colors, being able to mix the colors but still make it look natural. So far seems to be a little bit of a challenge, but a fun challenge. Okay, I want to add a little bit of yellow, and maybe we start with a little orange here, just to brighten up kind of where the sun is going to be. Just to start showing a little bit more color. Use some of this brighter pink around it. Really start to let these colors shine. And then I do want to put a sun down here, kind of to show that the sun is setting, but it's not all the way down yet. To show that there is a little bit left. So let's take this yellow that I've been saving. This might be a little bit too bright, but we're gonna go for it and see what happens. I think that actually looks pretty cool there. Now the last thing I want to do is kind of fill some of this space up with a little tree and make this beach down here look a little bit more natural. So we'll just mix in a few more colors down here. Just mixing in some lighter brown now. Then we'll start building the tree there. Hope the camera is able to bring in all the cool colors that this has. It does look pretty neat in person. All right, so the last thing I want to do is just bring in a tree, kind of down in this area. So we're gonna make it pretty dark using this this dark color here, and kind of do a trunk coming up into puffier ball, kind of going across the water here, and having the sunset kind of come in behind it. I think that height's probably good about there. I like putting the tree on top of the sunset because you can see a little bit of the purple and the pinks coming through the tree, which looks kind of cool. Makes it look a little bit more realistic, since you could see a little bit of the sunset through the tree in real life. Okay, awesome. I think this is starting to take shape here. Sunset looks pretty cool, kind of going out to the darker sky. So I don't mess with this too much and ruin it, I think we're gonna call this complete here. I like this. I think we'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Looks pretty cool. Nice colors, nice textures. So thanks for joining us today, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.